This is chapter 9, lesson number 1, area of parallelogram. Area of parallelogram. Let's start with these highlighted words. These are new terms, and any new term you should be familiar with. A polygon. A polygon is a closed figure formed by three or more straight lines. Three or more straight lines. For example, three like this. 1, 2, 3. So it will form a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is we call quadrilateral. So triangle, quadrilateral. Maybe 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We say pentagon and so on. So any closed figure consisted of sides, we name it as polygon. Polygon. Of course, polygon is a general name for all closed figures consisted of sides. And each polygon, it has its own name. So a polygon is a closed figure formed by three or more straight lines. A parallelogram. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means it has 4 sides. It's from this type. From this type. This is called the quadrilateral. Even the one in black, this frame is called also quadrilateral because it has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So a parallelogram is a quadrilateral with opposite sides parallel. Opposite sides parallel. And opposite sides have the same length. Opposite sides parallel and opposite sides have the same length. Let me show you a parallelogram. Opposite sides parallel. Parallel means they go together like this. Parallel. They never intersect. If you extend this one or extend this one, they will never intersect. And they have the same length, such that if you join them, you will find every two opposite sides are equal and every two opposite sides are parallel. Means this one is equal to this one and this one is equal to this one. And parallel. Parallel means if you extend them, they will never intersect. Now, a rhombus. A rhombus. What is a rhombus? A rhombus is a parallelogram. Means it carries the same properties of the parallelogram. But in addition, with 4 equal sides. Means if these 4 sides are equal in length, it will be a rhombus like this one. This one is equal to this one, is equal to this one, is equal to this one. So all of them are exactly the same, and each two opposite sides are parallel. We call it a rhombus. An easy method for you to draw a rhombus, let me tell you easy method to draw a rhombus. Just do the plus sign. You know the plus sign? Plus. But try to make this one shorter than this one. Then join. Join the 4 point. If you join the 4 point, you will form a perfect rhombus. And also rhombus, it has another name. It's called the diamond shape. So diamond shape is a rhombus. Now fill in the lines in the diagram with polygon, parallelogram, or rhombus and draw an example of it. So, as you can see here, this is polygon with four sides, then parallelogram, each two opposite sides are equal and parallel, and then finally the rhombus is a special case of them all sides are equal and each two opposite sides are parallel. Now, how can we find the area of a parallelogram? Title of the lesson, area of parallelogram. The area A of a parallelogram is the product. What does mean product? Product means multiply. Product of its base B and a height H. So, if I give you the length of the base, which is this one or this one, because actually they are the same. This one and this one, they are the same in length. So I give you this one or this one, it doesn't make difference. And I give you the length of the height. This is the height, and the height must be perpendicular on the base anywhere. Is not necessarily from this side, maybe from here, maybe from here, maybe from here. Sometimes outside, the height is outside, so we need to extend this part to measure the length of the height. So what is important about the height, that it is perpendicular. Perpendicular means make a measure of angle 90. Perpendicular to the base, as you can see. So if I give you the base and the height, you just multiply them, use the rule area equals base times height. That's it. Multiply base times height. So as you can see, the base of the parallelogram can be any one of its sides. Could be this one, could be this one, sometimes this one and this one, but the height must be this way to be perpendicular to the base. The height is a perpendicular distance. Perpendicular means make a measure of angle 90 perpendicular. Perpendicular distance from the base to the opposite side. From the base to the opposite side. So now, imagine that we need to find the area of this parallelogram. So as you can see, here is the base. We count how many units. We don't actually count the dots. We don't count the dots. Don't count the dots. No, this is wrong. Don't count the dots. What you count the blocks, the distances. You have here 1 block, 2 blocks, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the base is 6. Now the height. This is the height. The dot 1 also count the blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 times 8, which is 48, as you can see. Moving on. We give you here in this example extra information to see if you really understand the problem or not. If you really understand, you will take 20 as the base and 11 as the height, because really 11 is perpendicular to the extension of the base. So area equals base times the height, which is 20 multiplied by 11, means we ignore 15, will not do anything. We choose the base and height such that they are perpendicular to each other. So 20 times 11 will give you 20 square centimeter, or 220 centimeter square. Now let's solve these problems together. In problem A, we need to find the area. So area equals BH, means base times the height. Let's count the base. How many units in the base? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units in the base. Multiplied by 1, 2, 3 units in the height. So 6 multiplied by 3, this will give you 18. And since no unit is mentioned, so we say unit square. They didn't mention inch or centimeter, so we say unit square. So in problem A is 18 unit square. Now in problem B, it's clear that the base is 4 and the height is 15. So 17 is an extra information. So here also we are going to say area equals base times height. So 4 multiplied by 16, this will give you 64. So 64 watt is mentioned here meter, so we write here meter square. 64 meter square. So this is very easy for you. Just determine which one is the base and which one is the height, and then multiply them, and that's it. Now let's try to find the missing dimension. Find the missing dimension of the parallelogram. The area is given 45 inch squared and the base is 9, and we need to know what is the height. Of course, you know 5 by 9 will give you 45. Or you can solve it mentally, or you can form an equation like this one. You replace the a in the left hand side with 45, so it becomes now multiplication equation. In multiplication equation we divide, so divide by 9, divide by 9. So 5 equals the h, means the height is 5. So you can solve it mentally, or you can form an equation. Let's solve those. Here, the height is given as 6 and the area is 48 centimeters squared. So we ask ourselves, what number multiplied by 6 will give you 48? Of course, it's 8. So here, you can say that B equals 8 meters. Or you can form an equation, area equals base times the height. So area is 48. The base is unknown, multiplied by the height, which is 6. This is multiplication equation, so we use division, so over 6 over 6. Now 6 is gone, so B remains alone in the right hand side. 48 divided by 6 is 8. And of course we say meter, we don't say meter squared because this is not an area, this is a length, so just meter. The same will happen for problem B. You have the area and you have the height, and we need to know the base. So whether you solve it mentally, what number times 8 will give you 96? Of course, it's 12. So you can say now a height equals 12. Of course, the unit here is yard. Or you can write down the formula, which is the rule, area equals BH. And instead of area, you write 96. The base the base is missing, so we write B, and the height is 8. So we should divide by 8. This multiplication equation, divide by 8, divide by 8. So that 8 got cancelled. 96 divided by 8 is 12. So B equals 12. B, not H. B equals 12 yards. Now moving on. The guided practice. Find the area of each parallelogram. Let's count how many units in the base. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So area equals 6 multiplied by 1, 2. So this is 12. The unit is not mentioned, so we say unit square. Here the base is 10, the height is 5. So we can say area equals base times the height, 10 times 5. So this is 50. And feet times feet will give you feet squared, of course. Here, the base and the height. The base is 11, as you can see, and the height is 7 because they are perpendicular to each other. So we cancel the 8 because this is extra information. And we can say that area equals base times the height, which is 11 times 7 means 77 meters squared. Now in problem number 4, find the height. So you must be given the area. Find the height. Find the height of a parallelogram if its base is 35 centimeters and its area 700 square centimeters. So H equals the area divided the base. The area is 700 divided the base divided by 35, and this will give you 20. Of course, 20 centimeters. Now in problem 5, the size of the parallelogram piece in a set of 10 grams is shown at the right. Find the area of the piece. Of course, area is base times the height. Base and height must be perpendicular, so this will be the base and this will be the height. So it's like 2.6 times 5.1. So in this case, we are going to say area equals BH equals 2.6 multiplied by 5.1. Let's do the multiplication here. 2.6 times 5.1. Of course, in multiplication, we ignore decimal point and we put it at the end. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 by 5 is 30. Equals 0. 2 by 1 is 2. 2 by 5 is 10. And you add 6, 2, 3, 1. Decimal point after 1 digit, after 1 digit. So after 2 digits will be here. Exactly here. So this is gonna be equal to 13.26 here centimeters, so we say centimeters squared. How easy the lesson is. How easy math is. So that's it for our lesson for today. If you have a question, you can write it down in comments.